I'm so excited to be here today with my friend and colleague, Congressman Keith Ellison, the new Deputy Chair of the DNC. We are united as a party. We have so much work ahead of us because across America, people are fearful. People are fearful for our future. Democrats united are the hope for that future. And so we're going to put our values into action. We have a special election today in Delaware. We've got boots on the ground. We've got actions all over this country today that strengthen numbers, the millions of people that have been coming out since the inauguration to say, Donald Trump, you don't stand for our values. We are marshaling and harnessing that remarkable energy moving forward to build a nation where our values of inclusion, opportunity, optimism, the value of diversity are in place. And so it is great to be here today. We got a lot of work ahead.
That's right, buddy.
We got a lot of things to do, and we're going to do it together.
Let me be among the first to congratulate Chairman Tom Perez of the Democratic National Committee. It is a tremendous honor that he has extended an invitation for me to join him in his leadership of the DNC. And I think one thing Tom is clear on, it's going to take all of us. He's our leader, he's our chair, but I think Tom is ready to call on all Americans to help really rebuild the Democratic Party and stand for the values that we all share, which are prosperity for all, it's respect for all, inclusion of all, and so we're ready to do it. Let me just say this. For anybody who supported me in this race, I want to say thank you. But I want you to support Tom Perez. I want you to put your energy, your time, your resources behind making this the best Democratic National Committee it can possibly be. And I think I can speak for all of the other candidates in the race, Tom. And all of us are united in the idea that Tom is our chair, and we're proud to be part of the DNC, and we're proud to say that this day is the day that the Democrats come together, chart that new course for a bright future for the American people. Thank you.
We're ready to hit the ground running. And what we also know is that our party succeeds when we have a real presence in all the states and territories. And so it's not just the presidential elections. What we are united on is our very, very strong belief that our mission of this party, this committee, is to elect people from the school board to the Senate. And the best way to do that is to help do that party building that Congressman Ellison did in Minnesota and we see being done elsewhere. We've got to do that because we've lost a lot of seats, over 900. When we sat down to talk about this campaign, number one value was there's no one, not just the two of us, but there was no one in this race who wanted to win at any cost. This race is not about Keith Ellison. It's not about Tom Perez. It's not about any of the other candidates. And it's about making sure that we're helping the immigrant who is being potentially sent home. It's about making sure we're helping that worker who has lost his job or her job and needs help. That's what this is about. And so we understood that in order to move forward, it's imperative to be united. And so we have spoken for some time about how do we bring together unity, whoever wins. And if the tables had been turned, I would have been honored to serve under Congressman Ellison. We've spoken about this for some time. I don't know, neither of us document the days, but we've spoken about it for some time because we think it's really important. And I'm very honored that we're here together. We're no longer simply the committee that helps elect the president. We're the committee that helps to ensure that we are electing people up and down the Democratic ticket. Because if we want to take back the House of Representatives, we got to take back state houses.
That's right.
We got to take back governor's mansions. And we also have to make sure that we're working together on the issue of internal culture change within the DNC. And equally importantly, we need to do more to collaborate with our partners in the progressive movement. Because you watch what's going on and the existential threats. And we can't be bowling alone. We've got to be in partnership. The union movement is under attack. Planned Parenthood is under attack. And the Democratic Party will always be there to defend our friends. My message is I look forward to listening and learning from you, and I've already done that. I've already begun that, I should say, because, you know, we're all in this together. When I have gone out on the road over the course of the last, how long has this been? 2-3 months? I've had fascinating learning moments, talking to people, some of whom voted for Senator Sanders, some of whom voted for Jill Stein, some of whom voted for Gary Johnson, some of whom voted for Hillary Clinton. And what is so important is for us to understand that what unites us far outweighs our differences. And what, as Congressman Ellison said at the outset, we are staring unbelievably existential threats right in the eye right now. And we have to be united moving forward, because we've got so many people across this country who are fearful. And so I know that we all have work to do, but I think our diversity of viewpoint is our strength as a party. And I look forward to listening and learning and earning the support and trust of everyone.
I absolutely will remain in the House of Representatives, but I believe this is a good synergy, because with Tom leading the way at the DNC and me assisting him, I'll be able to be a messenger between these other democratic institutions that we need to be in communication with too. I think Tom would agree that we need to build we need to stop so much siloing and find a way for institutions to cooperate. So I'll be in the House, but I'll be at the DNC.
The budget has not been transparent. That was discussed during the debate. Hundreds of millions of dollars have been spent on national contracts, but over 1,000 seats were lost. How are we going to make sure that that money goes to the states which are starving for resources?
Sure. Well, I mean, transparency is a critical foundation for, I think, any organization, but especially for the DNC. And transparency is something that you're talking about on many levels. Transparency, for instance, means making sure that decisions are made in an open and transparent manner. Transparency in budgeting is a huge priority in terms of making sure that as we build a budget, we're including members of the DNC, we're making it available and open, and then as we spend money, making sure the procurement process is fair and impartial, and making sure we're working with state parties, I should say, in that process. And so I have, Congressman Ellison and I have a steep learning curve. There's no doubt about it. We've never begun a new venture that didn't have a steep learning curve, but we have the same shared value in making sure that the DNC is firing on all cylinders, and we got work to do. And that's no different than a number of the jobs I've had the privilege of starting recently, where you go there, you listen, you learn, and then you innovate.